Hey, what's up guys, Verdugo29 back with you again, and it's time for another X and Y Wifi battle. So today we are up against Umbra. Now this guy is an Australian like me, and he's a really great guy. We have lots of chats and talk about strategies and stuff. We're doing free-for-alls together and stuff like that. So he decided to go with a very classic Diamond and Pearl Gen 4 team. Rocking the Glaceon, the Garchomp, the Choice Banded Garchomp, so that was a bit threatening. Lucario, Togekiss, Spiritomb and Roserade, so he didn't actually have a Mega Evolution in his team. I decided to pack one because, I like my threats. So I've got my Assault Vest, Tornadus, my Specially Defensive Rotom, my Choice Band of Victini, my Mega Charizard Y, I want to say. I can't remember. My Defensive Skarmory, and my Choice Scarf Garchomp. So let's rock into this battle. I was going to leave my Tornadus T all day, every day, because I knew for a fact that, if he wants to leave with Roserade, I can Hurricane that bitch. And if it's got a Focus Sash, then that's too bad for my Tornadus. But, it's not a big deal. So I figured it was my best play, and so I went for it. And so I go straight for the Hurricane, and luckily for me it hits. So this thing is going to live thanks to its Focus Sash, and I was kind of hoping for a bit of confusion on the Roserade, but I don't get it. So he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and I'm eating this up because I am a Tornadus, and I get no poison either from that, which is great. So I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn here, because I have no reason not to go for it, since I knew that I outsped, and then I can just get health back thanks to Regenerator. So for me it was probably the best play, and so it turns out I can just easily get that damage off on the Spiritomb, and then get the hell out of there, which is awesome, because I did not want to deal with that Spiritomb at all. So I'm going to go straight into my Skarmory, because if the Spiritomb wants to Will-O-Wisp my Skarmory, I really don't care, and this gives me a chance to get up rocks. So, yay for me. He's going to get to Togekiss. I was a bit confused. I don't know why I went to Togekiss, because, Togekiss isn't exactly a threat. But I didn't want to stay around to find out. I figured my best play was just going back into kind of Togekiss counter, which is my classic Rotom. Oh, I go for the defensive Rotom this battle? That's weird. Anyway, he goes for the Yawn. And I'm going to make this kind of play into my hand a bit, because he doesn't realize that Rotom has a Chesto, but I also end up being faster, so I just go for the Volt Switch instead. And so I'm going to be able to go out into my Tornadus again, and be able to threaten this Togekiss, and be able to eat up this Air Slash. Shit, so much yawning. I may have been up till like 2 last night. Anyway, Tornadus can just Hurricane the shit out of this Togekiss, and I don't think this Togekiss is actually especially defensive, so I thought it would kill. It ends up just confusing, which is a bit worrying because Tornadus might die soon. So I was kind of hoping for a hit and confusion, doesn't get it, goes for T-Wave, and now I'm a little bit worried. I figured, okay, what's my Tornadus going to be able to do, because now this thing can just come through and Air Slash everything. So really what I was banking on was either me switching out and covering, or me staying in and then just going for him. But for some reason, I think he forgot that I'd set up rocks, and he decided to switch out, which I was a bit confused about, because now his Togekiss dies the next time it comes in. So, I don't know what he was thinking. I get the free switch out, which means Tornadus gets health back, and now I can go into Rotom and basically give him a free shot at it. But then again, Roserade was the best counter, so he's going to go out into his Spiritomb, and he plays a really good battle with Spiritomb. With pressure, he knows that I'm only running 5 PP on the Hydro Pump, and that's the best move that I have for killing Spiritomb. And so I really have to play around the fact that I have only 5 PP, because now it's gone from 5 PP to 3 PP, thanks to pressure. So I've only got 2 more chances to Hydro Pump the Spiritomb, so I really have to play it safe. So I decided to try and take out the Spiritomb with the Tornadus again. Even though I'm slower, this Tornadus is basically just wrecking this, his team, basically. So I'm going to lose a little bit of health, just to the Pain Split, not too much. And now he can go for the Sucker Punch. I figured that I could easily live at least 1 Sucker Punch, and then come back with a Hurricane. And I was in a really tricky situation after this, because I didn't know if he was going to go for the Pain Split or another Sucker Punch. And I decided that if he's going to go for the Sucker Punch, I might as well just sack my Tornadus, because it's done a good job, doesn't need to go into anything else. So down goes Tornadus, and that's fine, because now I can go back into my Rotom. And I figured from this health range, I should have just tried to trick him and go for the Volt Switch. But no, I decide to go for the Hydro Pump again. Oh dear. He goes for a Sucker Punch. I'm a defensive Rotom, so I'm completely eating up these Sucker Punches, and I need this Hydro to hit, and thankfully it does. So Spiritomb is out of here. So that's essentially 3 Pokemon down, because we know that the moment the Togekiss comes in, it's dying. So out comes Lucario, and I figure this thing is probably going to be physically offensive because it's, you know, the Diamond and Pearl variant. So I was going to try and tank the close combat and then come back with a Willow. And I really wanted to go for the Volt Switch here, but I figured my best play was to get the Will-O-Wisp on this Lucario to make it lose some damage, make it burnt, decrease its attack, and really just, you know, threaten it. And I figured right now I could either switch out my Rotom or I could, you know, try resting. And I figured I might as well just try to rest this turn, figuring that he was going to try and switch out his Lucario and go into something else. And this turns out perfectly for me because he goes into Garchomp. And I'm just like, oh, sweet, not bad, not bad. But I decided to switch out Rotom, and I thought, well, that's a stupid play. I should have stayed in and gone for the rest. But anyway, I got him a Charizard. And I figure, alright, I don't need to use Charizard at all this battle because this is a Garchomp and it's scary. So I'm deciding to go into Skarmory because I figure if this thing is Choice Banded, he warned me at the start this was Choice Banded, so I know that he can Rock Slide my Skarmory and then activate my red card. And that means that he'll be out of there. But I trick him. He thought I was holding the red card, but I switched items on my Skarmory and made him have lefties. So he's going to go back into Togekiss, and basically, that's not even a problem for me. I know Togekiss is Dino Rocks, so that's cool. So now I'm up 5-3 on this guy. I'll go for the Brave Bird, but it missed. Damn. But anyway, I'm pretty sure all he's got left is Garchomp, Glaceon, and Lucario from here. So Glaceon was actually the problem. I didn't really know how I was going to deal with it, so I figured an Ice Beam was coming, so I think I went into Rotom to try and cover it. And my plan was hoping that Rotom was faster and being able to rest. But that's not going to happen because this thing is going to Ice Beam my Soul and Rotom is out of here. So that's a little bit disappointing, but it's all good. I'm going to go into Victini and threaten the well-being of things with V-Create. So, you know, if he wants to go into Lucario or Garchomp, they're also going to take damage. Like, Lucario's going to die now. Like, I'm just giving you the heads up that Lucario is about to die to this V-Create. Oh my lord, the power. The power of Victini is too much. Like, oh, V-Create's animation is so powerful. But yeah, Lucario's dead. And that now leaves him, I think it's 4-2 now. And I mean, Victini can deal with a Glaceon one-on-one. I know that much, and really now the problem was just dealing with the Garchomp, and I knew that I had my Choice Scarf Garchomp to do it as well. Now, I didn't know if I was going to be able to outspeed the Glaceon this turn, but I decided not to risk it just in case. I was also curious to see what kind of move Glaceon would have to take on the Victini with, and it turns out he had the Shadow Ball, so I was really glad that I switched that turn, because I really didn't want to die. I'm going to be able to go to my Charizard, and now's my perfect chance to really take advantage of this. But the problem is that I choose the wrong move. I really should have thought about the last 2 Pokemon that he had and what move would have worked best, because I'm going to go into my Charizard X and I really should have gone for Dragon Claw. I decided instead to go for the Flare Blitz, which is a terrible play on my part, but oh well. You know, can't change it. I was hoping I'd maybe get like a burn, but I don't think I'm that lucky. But I'm doing like a clean half to this Garchomp, which is incredible. And I figure, you know what, maybe I outspeed this thing. Maybe I do. You never know. This Charizard now has a speed boost, and I figured he might, but no, he doesn't. So I was a bit disappointed that a Choice Banded Garchomp is faster than a Mega Charizard X, but oh well. Mega Charizard X goes down. I know that I can come in on a Choice Banded Garchomp crunching and live with Skarmory and then be able to just Brave Bird everything. So I'm pretty sure it's 3-2 now, and now it's going to go down to 3-1 because here comes a Brave Bird to his Soul that I was fairly confident would kill, but he lived just. So I make a really good prediction. I know that the Crunch is going to kill me next turn if I stay in, so I make the decision that the one thing that his Garchomp can't deal with is me switching out into my Garchomp and then predicting the Crunch again, which is exactly what I go into. I know for a fact that he's going to go for the Crunch because he's locked into it and he has no reason to switch out this turn to Glaceon at all. So he's going to Crunch, I'm going to eat it up, my Rough Skin activates and kills his Garchomp. and that means that next turn he is going to go into Glaceon, and I run Iron Head on my Garchomp to deal with those stupid little fairies that run around, because it's a lot better than Poison Jab in my opinion, a lot more reliable. And I'm just going to go for the safe Earthquake though. God knows why. I think I felt bad for the guy. So I don't know why I'd feel bad for him. It was a bloody good battle. Anyway, it was a really close battle. I'm pretty sure I won at 2-0. I had Skarmory, oh no, I won at 3-0. I had Skarmory, Garchomp, and Victini left. So, really good battle, Umbra. We had another battle after this. I'm going to post that one in a sec. But really good battle. Remember, guys, to like, subscribe, and comment on my channel. Give me lots of your thoughts and stuff. I really love doing these videos for you guys and hearing your opinions on them. So, yeah, Verdugo29 signing out.